We know that President Trump has our best interests at heart.
I think Donald Trump will be a strong voice.
Well, it'll be electric tonight. Donald Trump's going to give a phenomenal speech, no doubt about it. He is going to talk about unity, and he's going to bring our country together. And I'm just hoping for a grand slam. That's all I can say.
Do you see a red wave, and how?
Yes, absolutely. There's so much enthusiasm. There's so much hope here in Milwaukee, and I think it's because we have just seen on display for the last 4 nights that this is America. This is every typical American from all walks of life have been on the stage and have been able to tell their story, and we all are concerned about the direction of our country, and we know that President Trump has our best interests at heart.
Right. How do you think the dynamics changed after Saturday, the rally? How did it work in the Republicans' favor?
I think we absolutely unified and recognized that we are at a time that we cannot do anything but join together so that we can get back our country and that we can completely support President Trump, because everyone saw how intensely he loves America and he loves Americans.
Right. Now, over the last 3 days, what we heard is how the Republicans have unified together, how the Republicans are talking about common people,
yes.
People, where it really matters and it hurts the most. Is this like a new strategy for the Republican Party?
I really do. I'm hoping it's a new birth, not only for our party, but for the entire country.
Okay. Now, President Trump has a lot of followers back in India. What is it that the fellow Republicans here think and make of this love and appreciation that Indians have for President Trump?
Well, I think they appreciate, because I know President Trump had a really great relationship with your president over there, because I think that he respects very much your culture and what you guys are trying to do in order to allow everybody to have a choice as to what their life is going to be like. And so President Trump values that every leader would put the needs of their people first. And I think he sees that in your president in India.
Right. Now, this election does have another India flavor to it, which means you have the vice president's wife,
yes,
who is of Indian heritage.
Yes.
How is it going to really work for the party when it comes to diversity, especially the Indian ethnicity?
Well, I think that we are now seeing that we cannot allow the media any longer to tell us what we should think about one another or what we should think about our leaders, because the thing that makes America so wonderful is all of the cultural diversity and the ability that we can have, that we come and what we all share together is being Americans and wanting to be free and wanting to raise our children in a society where they can pursue their dreams and they can reach the highest potential possible.
How does the 2024 Republican National Convention look different, and do you think it's historic in a sense?
This is my 6th Republican National Convention, and at each one of these conventions it has been up to our party to speak to the American people. As a result of the things that happened in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday, the entire world, not just nation, is focused on how does the Republican Party, and more specifically Donald Trump, our nominee, how does he look at and approach the future? I think it's not with a fight. I think it's with a resolve that we do recognize that there are people who disagree with us and even want us to not be successful through any means possible. I think Donald Trump will be a strong voice for saying, we can overcome this viewpoint. We can work together. We can do the things that will be necessary to moving not only this party and this country forward, but the world through friendships and opportunity. And the way I say it is, less fight and more work together. If you work together, you can achieve so much. But if you find differences, that will not work. So you can either have fight or you can have opportunity to make it better. And I go for fix side of that equation.
Talking about tonight's, historic speech, what are your expectations? What do you think is going to come out of it?
Well, the expectations that I have, and I think almost anybody that listens knows what happened on Saturday. They know that you could come out and be defiant and upset and angry, I think he's going to talk about bringing the country together. I think he's going to talk about, in his mind, that he is very clear that there are certainly two sides here, at least, and adversaries who do not want to see us or him to be successful. I think he's going to sell that we can do this together, and I think he will be very poised. I think he'll be very deliberate, and he will be of a focus that a lot of people will recognize we're all lucky.
It'll be electric tonight. Donald Trump's going to give a phenomenal speech, no doubt about it. He is going to talk about unity, and he's going to bring our country together. And I'm just hoping for a grand slam. That's all I can say.
Do you think the red wave is going to come, and how?
I always hesitate to say that. I do think he's going to win, but we have to vote. Too many people stay out, and they need to vote. So I will never say there's going to be a red wave, because that's like a jinx. So I would say vote. I think he's got an excellent chance, considering his candidate, opposition. He's going to win, but I don't want to say red wave.
The people of India love President Trump. What is the sense within the Republicans, and especially the Indian diaspora?
The sense with the Republicans? Well, I think especially after this last weekend, we're coming together really well. And we were fractured before, and I never liked that. So I'm a lifelong Republican. I've always voted Republican, and it always bothered me that the Republicans splintered off. But I don't think we're going to have any splintering now. I think we got unity, and we're going to hear it tonight.